Welcome back, my dear children. Myself, Sir Sunil, your physics teacher. Good morning to one and all. How are you, students? I hope you all are fine. So today we are going to start our session by the topic the effect of thrust. Yesterday we have discussed what is thrust. Okay, I have reminded you today we will start our chapter by the topic the effect of thrust. So all of you, please take out your book and ready to watch this video carefully. Okay, students, what is the definition of thrust? Yesterday we have discussed the force acting normally on a surface, that is called a thrust. Okay, students, the effect of thrust depends on the area of the surface on which it acts. Smaller the area of the surface on which a thrust acts, larger is the effect. If the area is small, the effect will be larger in case of thrust. But the effect of thrust is less on the larger area. If the area is larger, the effect of thrust that will be less. Here are some examples we will discuss. If you stand on a loose sand, suppose that you are standing on a loose sand, your feet sink deeply into the sand. Okay, students, anytime did you observe this thing? If you stand on a loose sand, if we stand on a loose sand, our feet sink deeply into the sand. But when we lie on a sand, our body does not sink much into the sand. In both the cases, the thrust exerted on the sand is same. The thrust applied on the sand, that is same in both cases. But effect is different. The reason is that when you stand, the thrust acts on a smaller area, so you sink more in the sand. That's why you sink more in the sand, because the area is small. And when you lie down, the same thrust acts on the larger area, so you sink less in the sand. Here you can see in the diagram. Okay, first one diagram, you just observe. We are standing, means more pressure is exerted there. More pressure is exerted there on the sand while we stand. But if we lie on the ground, on the sand, what will happen? Less pressure is exerted. Clear? That's why the effect will be less. Now second example, if you hammer a nail holding it with its flattened end resting on a wooden block, you find it difficult to get the nail into the block. But if you hammer the nail holding its sharp end resting on the block, the nail penetrates into the block very easily. What is the example? You just hear once again. If we hammer a nail holding it with its flattened end resting on a wooden block, we will find it very difficult to get the nail into the block. But if we hammer the nail holding its sharp end resting on the block, the nail penetrates into the block very easily. What is the reason? The reason is that when thrust acts on the flat end, the effect of thrust is small. But when the same thrust acts on the sharp end, the effect of thrust is more. That's why it penetrates very easily on the block. Okay, students? The effect of thrust is expressed in terms of a quantity called pressure. The effect of thrust is expressed in terms of quantity, that is called pressure. Okay. More the effect of a given thrust on a surface, we say that the thrust exerts more pressure on the surface, and if less is the effect of thrust on surface, we can say that the thrust exerts a less pressure on the surface. If the effect is more, then we can say that the pressure exerted or pressure applied there, that is more. If it is less, we can say that that pressure is less. Now, what is the definition of pressure? What is the definition of pressure? Pressure is defined as the thrust per unit area. Pressure is defined as thrust per unit area. Thus, we can write the formula here for the pressure, that is pressure is equal to thrust upon area. Pressure is equal to thrust upon area. Okay. It is denoted by the letter P. It is denoted by the letter P. Okay, students. P means pressure. What is the equation? Pressure is equal to thrust upon area. If a thrust F acts on an area A, the pressure P is equal to F upon A. Clear? F upon A. Now we will discuss unit of pressure. The SI unit of thrust is Newton. The SI unit of thrust, that is Newton, means that is N, and that of area is, the SI unit of area is meter square, means m square. So the SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square, that is Newton per meter square. We can write this one as using the symbol N hash meter square or Newton per meter square. This unit also called Pascal. This unit is also called Pascal. Okay, students. This name is given after the name of the scientist Blaise Pascal. Thus, 1 Pascal is the pressure exerted by a thrust of 1 Newton on a surface of area 1 meter square. So please mark it. It's the definition of a Pascal. 1 Pascal is the pressure exerted by a thrust of 1 Newton on a surface of area 1 meter square. That means 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton upon meter square. 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton upon 1 meter square. That can be written as 1 PA is equal to, in short form, 1 PA is equal to 1 N upon 1 meter square. That is equal to 1 PA is equal to 1 Newton per meter square. Okay, students. The bigger unit of pressure is kilopascal. The bigger unit of pressure, that is kilopascal. The symbol is kPa. So where 1 kPa is equal to 1000 Pa. 1 kPa is equal to 1000 Pa. Next point is, if thrust is measured in kgf and area in centimeter square, then pressure is exerted in unit kg of centimeter square. Sorry, kgf per centimeter square. What is the case? If thrust is measured in kgf and the area in centimeter square, then the unit of pressure is kgf per centimeter square. Then fourth one, the atmospheric pressure is generally expressed in a unit ATM, that we know that the atmospheric pressure that is generally expressed in a unit ATM, where 1 ATM is 76 centimeter of mercury column, then that is equal to 1.03 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Okay students, these points you keep in your mind. Okay students, so our next topic is factors affecting pressure. Factors affecting pressure. This point will be discussed tomorrow. Today we can wind up the class. Okay, so if you have any doubt today's portion, you can ask me directly when class starts. Okay students, read the chapter at least 5 times and stay in learning. Till tomorrow's session, goodbye and have a nice day.